What's up, everybody? You're watching the Growing Up Hip Hop Atlanta After Show right here on AfterBuzz TV Network. On tonight's episode, we'll be talking about Bow Wow still having relationship issues. Deb finally meets up with Jhonni, and Lil Mama is lonely in the ATL. Of course, we got your Growing Up hip hop fashion. We have your news and gossip, your predictions, and all that and more. So stay tuned.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
I like this.
Okay.
This Jhonni, right?
This is Jhonni.
Okay.
Hey, this is from tonight's episode where she was at her EP. The song is called Way Up.
Way up.
Off her 512 EP. All right.
All right. I ain't mad at her.
Okay, and the video's cute.
Yeah.
Outfit is cute. Look, she looks good.
She got them vocals.
Hair on point.
Okay, Jhonni.
Oh, okay.
She
not playing.
She's not playing at all.
Okay. I'm ready.
What's up, everybody? You are watching and listening to our after show right here, Growing Up Hip Hop Atlanta, right here on AfterBuzz TV Network. On tonight's episode, we were talking about Bow Wow still having relationship issues. Deb finally meets up with Jhonni, and Lil Mama is lonely in the ATL. We got your glowing up fashion, your news and gossip, your predictions, and so much more. But before we get into it, let's introduce the panel. I'm one of your hosts here, Howard III. Next to me, Miss Alexus. How you feeling?
Hey guys, I'm Alexus Mozell.
Yes, Byron.
Yes, what's up, y'all? It's Byron K. We're about to have a great show, man. This one was this show was lit.
It is.
Too Lit to Quit was the name, to be honest, and they were very lit.
I just thought about Too Legit to Quit. Hey. I hit that note. But so before we talk about the episode, I have to get you guys' overall thoughts. What were we feeling? Alexis, you want to kick it off?
It was a good episode. I'm happy that Deb and Jhonni were able to meet up. I really love Jhonni. I want to see her win for sure. Her video that she premiered was amazing. We heard the song, which is good. Of course, Bow Wow and Kiyomi, I'm trying to still figure them out. Like, her, Yeah. But it was a good episode.
I think overall, everybody's just plotting their next move. From Masika plotting her next move, as we see. Lil Mama, she just made a move, so now she's plotting her next move, what she's going to do next.
Right.
Bow Wow, with the help of Pimpin', is plotting his next move. And Jhonni thinks she made a move with Deb, but Deb sees otherwise. So that's what I'm thinking, man. I think everybody's just like stacking the deck or trying to stack the deck in their favor.
I can see that. Well, let's get into it. Speaking of Masika, we catch up with her still talking to Bow Wow, and she's still, to me, trying to make this whole game out of Bow Wow. I don't understand if she's playing a mind game, and does she want him? Because she says in the clip, if she wanted him, he would be right there with her. So it's like, what do you don't want him, or you just want him to break up? You want him single so nobody else can have him? Like, what's going on, Masika?
See, so I can't help but like Masika. And it's funny you said game, because Masika is playing a game, but she's playing chess, not checkers.
Yeah.
She knows what she's doing.
And it's the chase. It's because he's in a relationship, I think.
Ooh.
I think that's the only reason why she wants him. Masika wants what she thinks she can't have easily. And that's all it is. Because if she knew, if she could have just had Bow Wow like that, she would have had him and been done with him.
There would have been no Fetty Wap and Masika. She would have been with Bow Wow.
You think so?
If she really wanted him, how she's trying to portray to us on the screen, why couldn't she be with him?
She wouldn't have stayed with him, though.
I don't think so either.
Yeah, she...
Is Bow Wow's issue that he doesn't stay with the women, or they don't stay with him?
He cheats.
He does cheat. So he doesn't stay with the women.
But it's funny because, okay, yeah. I just remember episode 1, Kiyomi said that Bow Wow, the only thing bad that she ever hears about him is after he falls out with his woman. But I guess that's because of cheating.
Exactly.
That's true.
He cheats, so yeah.
Just so y'all know, that was Howard right there.
Oh my gosh. Anyways. Speaking of Bow Wow and Kiyomi, they have I feel like we're just getting a whole Bow Wow show. And I like Bow Wow, but I need a little less of Bow Wow and Kiyomi.
You think so?
And a little bit more of some of the other characters and personalities that we have.
What do you want to see?
I've been rooting for Lil Mama. I want to see a little bit more. And I still want a little bit more from Jhonni. I want to see the struggle. I want to see where she's living at and how she's hustling and I need a little more from her. Is she in anger management classes? If she's
I don't
not,
think so, because Deb said that she doesn't think it's going to change because Johnny's not getting the help that she needs. So I don't think she's in any of those type of classes.
That'd be nice to see, like her going to therapy or.
I think she does weed therapy. Actually, because she just had an interview on the Breakfast Club this week, and she was talking about where a lot of her things come from. So Johnny has like a lot of past traumas from like abuse, being basically sold into sex slavery, prostitution, dancing, being a stripper at 18. She's very open about all the surgeries and things that she got because she wanted to fit in with all the other dancers and things like that. So she has like a lot of different things to unpack and a lot of things to deal with. So I feel like that really is affecting her. But she said that like she's 4 years a recovering addict, and on the Breakfast Club she said her only drug of use is weed, which to her, from where she's been, she said that's not really a big deal.
Yeah.
True,
so I think she's in
true.
weed therapy right now. Cannabis therapy. Reefer.
We might see more of her because she said also on the Breakfast Club that she's going to be on the next season too. So she signed a 2-season
Really?
deal.
Yeah, she got a 2-year deal.
So I feel like we're gonna start to see more of her as the season goes on. I hope.
Well, okay.
But she needs to take it serious though, because since it is just a 2-season deal, she has to use these 2 seasons to really push
She
her
really
career.
does.
Because this is her gateway to get her
Yeah.
career popping again.
It is.
Yeah.
Make sure you guys stay tuned to us later on in the episode when we do a little bit more news and gossip and show you guys this clip with Johnny too. Well, somebody who might need to sign on to another deal is still Kiyomi, because I don't understand how she's just being like that girlfriend, it's like, Bow, don't stay out too late in the clubs. Bow, meet me at the studio. She's just trying to be protective. But the whole part where Bow Wow was getting ready to pretty much go out with his homeboys, have a boys' night. She wasn't invited because it's boys' night. And she's like, well, you gonna be with BT? Oh, BT got a lot of hoes. He a casting director. He got all these hoes with him, ho, ho, ho. So I'm like, girl, let the man just go out. Like, this is what Bow Wow does. He gets paid to host parties.
And that's what you
Is that
signed
his
up
fault?
for.
Exactly.
That's how he's gonna buy you a wedding ring, girl.
And he said they've been together for a year and he hasn't cheated on her.
Ooh, speak about Alexus, girl.
So I feel like she knows what she signed up for, dating somebody of that status. So why is she so like controlling over? Let him be him. That's gonna cause him to cheat if you do that to a man.
That's what I was thinking.
But
So-
every woman feels like they can change their man, though. They feel like they're the
can't.
one that's going to do it.
No.
But he has to change himself. But I feel like he's trying to, because he went in. Here's the thing about Bow Wow. He's playing a dangerous game, because Masika put it perfectly. He say he don't want it, but then he still lends himself to it. He still
Yeah.
gives it the attention and the time of day. If he didn't want to risk anything happening, he should have just stayed inside. And he went out with Pimpin', of all people, who's not the best example. His name is Pimpin'.
And he probably don't like Kiyomi because why he got him doing all that, bringing all those girls? Like I feel like he's a.
Because he's single. Like Bow Wow said, like when you in a
Single
relationship,
friends.
it's bad to have your single friends with you. Pimpin' needs to stop pimping and find him a woman.
He was trying to, a little mama, remember? Make her baby mama. So, guess it's not working.
I just,
Wow. Bow Wow should orchestrate that for him.
He should.
He should. I can see that.
Yeah.
And, still speaking of baby mama, we also saw Bow Wow talking about his baby mama, Shy's baby, mother.
Joy Chavez.
Joy Chavez, who's having a baby by Future.
Oh.
And so Bow Wow he found out on internet, social media, which I still think he probably had a text or something, a family member like, hey, this is what happening. And he said he's not really worried as long as, she still respects Shy and still respects, their little custody agreement and what they got going on. He doesn't mind it.
I mean, he has no reason to mind it anyway. He's not with her no more.
Plus, he's a player, and players respect other players.
Yeah.
Like if I took somebody's girl, I can't be too mad when you take my girl. Especially if we're not together. No, I'm talking about if we're not together. I don't mean like taking her from me. That came out horrible. No, see, first off, I'm not gonna take your girl if that's your girl. But if she's not your girl and she just happened to slide over here, then that's what it is. And the same thing, if I let somebody go, or if they decide to leave me and do something with you, it's like I ain't mad at the player. It's the game.
Don't y'all think it's weird though that she's having a baby by Future and then Sierra has a baby by Future and Bow Wow used to date Sierra?
Yes.
The industry is so small.
So small.
I think they know which fish to catch. That's what it is in the industry. They know which fish to catch and which ones to throw back.
Yep.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Because it be the same girls and it basically be the same dudes too. Same rappers.
Yeah.
Everybody just kind of rotate.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I guess. But I do love Shy. I love seeing her more in this episode. Bow Wow did a daughter and Father Day. Took Shy out and got her nails done. They did mass. You know, a little cute little day. And as they were sitting there, Bow Wow talks about how Kiyomi is the queen and Shy is the princess. And pretty much asked Shy, like, how do you feel about Kiyomi? Like, he's about to propose. So did we think that was a little bit too much? Like, he didn't say pretty much she's about to be your stepmama, but like, you know, she's about to be in your life a little bit longer than you think.
And she's been around Kiyomi, so you would think he would have had that conversation a little earlier with Shy. So that's, I mean, it was interesting, but they seem like they have a good relationship, Shy and Kiyomi. Like, I like their relationship from what we've seen on the show, obviously. But she likes her. So, I mean, they're not together now, but still.
No.
She likes her. So that's a good thing.
Yeah.
It's always tough.
I agree.
Yeah. Well, one thing that is not too tough for us here at AfterBuzz TV is our fans. We love you guys so much. And we want to show you how much we love you. Byron, take it away.
Yes, Buzz family, we love y'all so much. And as you know, our network produces after shows for nearly all your favorite TV shows. From dramas, reality TV, sci-fi, and more, there's no network that works harder for television fans. But we need your help. We ask that you subscribe to one or more of our YouTube channels. And by doing that, YouTube will suggest content that's tailor-made just for you. And you'll help us at AfterBuzz continue to grow. And we need that growth, y'all. But if you're worried about those notifications, don't be, because they're optional. That means you can turn them things off. So go ahead and subscribe right now to this channel and check out our other AfterBuzz YouTube channels and let us know you did in the comments so we can shout you out right here on the air. But for now, thanks for being the best fans and for helping us to remain the ESPN of television talk.
Yes. Love y'all out there. Now, before we move on, I did just want to touch on Bow Wow in the club one last time. How the friend brought over to the two girls and they were just over there just living their best life because I wasn't mad at them. You know, drinking the liquor, just having a good time. And how Bow Wow said he wasn't going to drink, but as we saw, he got lit.
Super lit.
I'm not
Too
surprised.
lit to
He's,
quit.
he's supposed to turn up. He in the club.
He in the club.
With pimping.
And everybody else in there.
Yeah. Like you said,
That
everybody go
influences.
there on Wednesdays.
That
That's what I'm
influences.
saying. Turn up on a Wednesday. Yes.
And then didn't show up to the studio.
And she was sitting there. No, when they first showed Kiyomi sitting there, I'm like, is she in like a dark layer or something?
Yes.
I'm like, is she plotting his demise or something? I didn't know what was going on.
I was like, when did she go to the... Because I didn't remember them talking about her going to the studio.
I don't either. She just popped up.
She said it, but
she did?
she did. But I thought she meant that she was going to be in the studio while he was, going to be out partying. Because he said it because she was like, you would be mad if I was to go to the club without you. He was like, nah, I'll be in the studio. So she said that's what she was going to be doing. But I took from that she was going to be doing her own thing and not
Right.
waiting on him. But she
So
was
basically,
waiting.
her engineer was a no-call, no-show.
Was it pimping?
Oh.
No.
It might have been.
Because he's the one that normally on the scenes, he's the one that's doing it. So
Dag.
For her.
And he was the one pulling Bow Wow away. That's crazy. Dag, son. It be your own homies.
and just left her there. He could at least text her and be like, "Hey, babe, I'm sorry, I'm turning up. I can't make it." No,
Just
4-5
send a text.
hours passed by. She just sitting there,
And all he said was, "I'll be there in 10 minutes."
and that was 4 hours
4
ago.
hours.
He was in the club till after 3.
She got every right to be mad at that point.
Yeah. I'd be mad too. Don't tell me you're going to be here in 10 minutes. Then I text you again. And you know what? I want to curse my boo out so bad the next morning after I would have got some good sleep, of course, because you got to be well rested to curse somebody out.
I feel that.
So it would have been on.
She gonna turn up on him the next episode.
So would you wait? Would you wake up and cuss him out like just like raw breath, or would you like brush the teeth and then come in with some minty curse words?
You know, I would have walked up, got myself together, had my breakfast, brushed my teeth, and then, you remember what happened last night when you said you was going to be here 10 minutes? Yeah, and then just go in right there.
There you go. I like that.
But,
You
you know,
get yourself
hey,
all
you know,
prepped
my
up and
energy.
then boom.
And I'm gonna wake him up because I know he's gonna be still asleep by the time I do everything I'm doing. So I'm gonna interrupt his sleep and then go off on him.
Oh man, that's real life.
That's what I would do.
Oh, man. Well, speaking of going off, Jhonni is still trying to get it together after she went off at the Ivy. She finally meets up with Deb, and, you know, we think it's a whole kumbaya moment. At least that's what I thought. And at first, Deb was like, listen, I don't want to work with you just yet. I'm going to marinate on it. And Jhonni is breaking down. which I feel like, understand she's been through a lot, but she does cry a lot. In my opinion, I'm like, Jhonni, you can't cry at every scene, but I know you're hurting. So I'm like torn. But Deb is just like, listen, I can't do this with you. But when she meets up with the brat, it's a whole other story. She says, I can't leave her, pretty much like this girl is attached at the hip. She's a mother figure now. It's messy.
The brat be calling stuff how she see it. I really like the words that she gave Deb. And like Deb described the brat perfect. Like
She did.
the way she described her is really like the way she fits into this show.
Yeah.
And that's what everybody like. The brat's always, she's there. She gives JD advice. She gives Bow Wow advice. She gives Deb advice. And Deb is a pretty solid woman. She has her head screwed on right. So she accepts, if she said, I let the brat check me. So that's dope. She's just respected. I love the brat.
And she was speaking that truth because Deb does have a soft spot for Jhonni. But she's still gonna manage her. Like after, I mean, I get it though. I understand, but yeah, she has a soft spot for her.
I feel like that line she said was corny. Like, I can't be without you. Like, this ain't Titanic. You ain't Rose. We ain't drowning. It ain't no icebergs out here. Johnny Blaze is the opposite of iceberg.
I know. Blaze. But Deb, she has a soft spot. I think it's still messy though, because it's not even about business. Now it's like I'm looking at you like my daughter. So now we're a family, and Johnny's gonna feel like, well, we family, aren't we? Like she's gonna keep doing it and keep doing
And
it.
family
and keep
issues
doing
are the
it.
worst.
The worst. So I don't know. It's just so messy. But so we finally get into Jhonni as she's sitting there at lunch with Deb saying like, hey, I'm going to have an album release party or an EP release party. Will you come? Deb said, I don't want to tell you that I'm coming, but I don't want to not come. I don't know how she worded it, but I was like, Deb, just say like you don't know. You're on the fence. But she was like, I don't want to tell you I'm coming, but not come and not show up. I said, Deb, I don't know, girl. So, anyways, Deb ends up showing up in that hot basement because clearly...
Hot basement.
I'm not judging, a good little, turning up if it was free.
Was that the same basement that the fashion show was supposed to be in?
Ooh. Shade.
Might have been, though.
Shade.
I'm not, maybe the place was free, so I'm not going to hate on it, but at least put a floor fan in. Yeah. That's all I'm saying. If everybody's sweating.
You said a floor fan?
A floor fan.
You mean one of them square things that you sit right there?
Put it right there in front of you. That's what I'm talking about. A good old floor fan.
Just put you a nice little fan in front of the VIP and all that.
Everybody was sweating. Jhonni can't be sweating like that at her album release party. You're in Atlanta. Hot Atlanta.
Hot Atlanta. The South is hot. So, yeah.
Exactly.
He said a floor fan. Oh, he didn't even say install a quick ceiling
I know,
fan.
he said a floor fan.
He said just go get you something from Walmart real quick. Go get you
In
a
every
Lasco.
corner.
Put them in the corner. Exactly.
Every corner,
Add the shots. They can be in the corner. Perfect.
A floor fan, bro. That's okay. Go ahead.
I'm here for it. At least they want to be
Thank you,
sweating.
Alexus. See? She didn't have no sweat towel. Looked like she didn't have any water. So
Yeah, makeup getting messed up from sweating.
But if she had that floor fan,
She could just squat down a little bit, squat down just a tad.
Hey, y'all seen that twerk she did though when Deb showed up?
that's probably what got her hot. Trying to twerk like that in a jumpsuit. Girl, you know you in Atlanta. But so she's doing her EP 512. She gave us a little backstory, how she grew up pretty much in prostitution. She was thrown out by her mother, stripping at a young age at 18. Told us how she was a recovering, I was going to say alcoholic, but addiction.
She had an addiction.
So it was a good story.
Yeah.
It was nice. I was like, I'm really rooting for it. Right? Tonight's episode, I think, is when I realized, like, I'm really rooting for Jhonni.
Same. After watching the Breakfast Club interview and then watching this episode, I'm like, I want her to win. I want you to win. I want her to win. She deserves it.
Like, you see in her the same thing Deb saw. I feel like that's really what it is.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's exactly it.
Like, the thing is, Deb just doesn't want to leave her out on the limb. She doesn't want her to feel, like, homeless. You know what I'm saying? Like, she doesn't have anybody. And that's kind of like how Jhonni was feeling anyway. She's like, without you, I feel alone out here. And the one person I thought had my back was you. So I understand, like, having that attachment. I feel like we've all had a friend or two or somebody who we just can't seem to let go of, even though we need to, just because we care about them so much.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I get it. Deb is a G, though, man. I was actually surprised that she showed up.
Oh,
And
yeah.
Oh, really?
And that she considered like coming back and being her manager and actually being her manager again. It's like, really, Deb? Like, I thought the brat was gonna get through to you. Like, I really
Yeah.
thought the brat was going to get through to you, but it didn't work.
I thought she was gonna still be her manager, but I didn't expect her to show up to the video release party or EP release party.
I didn't expect it
I
either.
didn't
I thought it
expect
was the
that.
opposite. I thought she was going to show up and be like, look, I support you. I love you. Anything you do, I'm here with you and for you, but I can't manage you. I thought it was going to be more so that.
Because she has been saying that throughout the episodes, like, oh, I don't know if I'm going to do it.
Her life has been less stressful without Johnny.
That's very true. And she turned down Mazika for Johnny, if you really think of it, because she told Mazika she couldn't do it with female artists, and she was just not looking to manage like that.
Well, if she managed both of them, that would be the only two artists she could have. She wouldn't have time or patience for nobody else.
They would take up all her time.
They both a little rowdy.
Yeah.
Right? But we're rooting for you, Johnny, girl.
We are.
And one small thing, I mean, just a blink of an eye on this episode. DJ Hurricane's daughter, Ivana, and her fashion line, and how, I'm glad it got picked up. She's been offered to do the fashion show from her fashion line. So she goes and looks at this studio or where the venue's going to be at. And she's like, Dad, don't say anything. I got this. It's my business. Of course, with daddies. DJ Hurricane said, I got to ask all the questions. Are you going to have curtains? Are you going to have a runway? Are you going to have people standing?
Are you going to have a floor fan?
Don't talk about the floor fans. They work.
No, I got one in my room, so I know.
Okay,
I know.
me too.
That's my only AC.
Okay, when the struggle is real. So, but to me, he was just being a regular daddy.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I need to know what's going on. I'm an investor and a dad.
She was, but to me, you know how she was kind of like not okay with the space and stuff? I'm like, this is your first fashion show. You can't have these high expectations or not be like, you are getting an opportunity to even have a fashion show and you're like new to the fashion industry. So she was kind of like, rubbing me the wrong way. How she was just so picky. How she didn't think that the floor, the walkway wasn't going to be off the ground. Like, this is your first fashion show. What are you expecting?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I didn't like her attitude towards that situation.
What kind of budget do they have, though? Maybe she can get her dad to, like, install that for her. Then.
Yeah.
Especially if he's concerned about it.
Yeah.
Exactly. Why don't you come on, Daddy, as an investor in the fashion show? Then you can get, the little stage that rises up and all that in between.
Yeah. That's what she needs to do. She don't want him to be involved, but he can help her.
You really could. But maybe she's thinking that, like, this is one thing my dad can hold over my head again. If he invests more money, he can say, oh, well, I put money into this. So, if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't have this type of thing. So maybe he does that and we just don't see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that would be annoying. Because, parents sometimes...
They do it.
Parents just don't understand.
I know. They just don't understand.
No.
Well, let's talk about Lil Mama. I almost forgot my girl. She's somebody who is trying to understand the ATL, so she is feeling pretty lonely in the ATL. She just moved in. Apparently, this house or townhome is a 5-story townhome house, and I said, okay, Lil Mama, like, do you all these levels. And she's just feeling really lonely, so she calls up her friend MC Lyte, who's a legendary rapper, as we know in the game, and she talks about how MC Lyte was her mentor and then turned into her manager.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
Yes, which I didn't even know.
Especially
So
her
that's cool.
as a female rapper to have MC Lyte in her corner. Bruh.
Yeah.
Big things popping.
So go ahead, Lil Mama. She's out here. She's working on her album. She hasn't released the album in 10 years, which is crazy. And she's like, I just need to get a social circle. I'm lonely. She's talking to her dad, and she's like, Dad, you gonna come out? Like, what am I gonna do? And I'm just really interested to see where this journey is gonna go with her.
It's funny because this kind of shows you that money doesn't buy happiness. She has the money, she has the success, the fame, and all that, but she still feels like there's things missing. I feel like that's just like the love right there around her. Like, of course, it's in the form of friendships and stuff, but it's really just love that she's missing right there. So she calls her dad to get that love, you know what I'm saying? Until she has the people around her. But I think she's really just trying to find herself right now. Yeah. She's in a new city. She's trying to start like a new career, I guess, or rebirth her career or whatever. So she's just trying to, figure it all out. But I am waiting to see if she tries something with Bow Wow. Because she said, you're going to be seeing a lot of me. So I'm just trying to see what that looks like.
Yeah, I mean, I'm here for a little cute date or two.
And Kiyomi already made a threat.
She did in New York at the party.
But Lil Mama said, you don't know me, on her tweet last week.
She said they ain't built like that.
Yep.
They ain't built like that.
So don't put Lil Mama, to the side.
From New York.
She's from New York.
She feisty.
And I'm interested in seeing, because we also saw in this episode that apparently she can sing a little bit.
She said that.
I believe
I
it.
didn't know that. But I heard that, like, with most female rappers, some of them are, like, mainly singers first, but they use the rap game to get in the door, which, get it how you can.
Yeah.
So I was like, wow. And then she said her mom was, like, a local celebrity. She didn't get a chance to, put out an album or a single, but everybody knew her around town. So I'm interested to see if she's going to get in the booth and actually sing.
Yeah.
I feel like her tone would be so pretty for some reason. Like a Tiana Taylor.
Yeah.
Like, just...
She does give me that type of vibe.
Yeah. Raspy, but still...
Took the word from my mouth. That's funny.
You know what, Mama? We need to see this.
We do.
We sure do.
I mean, this is her coming out party right here. This season of Growing Up Hip Hop, this is her coming out party right here. She's about to reintroduce herself to us.
That's
She sure
good.
is.
And like she be popping up on the gram every once in a while. Like the Shade Room will post her and be like, "Oh, look at Lil Mama slaying." Because I feel like we forget how pretty Lil Mama is.
She's
for
really
real.
pretty.
Yes.
We don't give her enough credit.
Just because they
But the
compare
Shade
her
Room
to
does
Bow Wow.
sometimes.
That's very true. Well, any last thoughts on this episode? Byron, Alexis, anybody?
I think they kept killing us with the cliffhangers. Like every single time it was about to pop off, they went to commercial. And I got mad. I'm like, bro, I just want to see it. I just want to see it all happen. Like, especially like in the strip club. Like when the episode first came on, from the very first commercial break, they was already previewing like Bow Wow in the club and stuff. And I'm like, oh, I can't wait to get there. Then I was like the last 5 minutes.
And also with Bow Wow's mom, I mean, they didn't really touch on it, but her talking about Bow Wow and Kiyomi are moving too fast.
Ooh,
Like she said it, but it's like, why did she say it? They kind of didn't give us no back, maybe eventually they will, but she said that out of nowhere, which was
I think
weird.
Bow Wow's talking about it now because like, I think the thing about men is like, once we feel like you're turning against us, we'll do whatever we can to keep you there. So that's why Bow Wow's talking about, oh, I'll put a ring on it, then I'll put a ring, I'll do this, I'll do that. So I feel like he's kind of just like talking just to like keep her where he wants her. You know what I'm saying?
Can't have your cake and eat it too. No.
Okay. Well,
I love it.
let's get into some of our... Well, before we get into that, before anybody can... my mind, I want to do glowing up fashion real quick. So with our glowing up fashion special segment, we always have to pick out who we think was doing it for us. Makeup, who had the best outfit, who was just glowing up. And so, okay, Icebox.
Icebox.
All right.
Come on with
Okay.
the slogan now, okay?
So I guess I'll go first. I'm still liking... It was a tough one. So I had two. I was going between Jhonni in this episode, and then I was also going still with Miss Deb. But I think I'm going to go with Jhonni and her the black pants at the EP and the white top. I just thought she looked so pretty. Even with it being hot, too, and her makeup was sweating, I still thought she looked gorgeous.
Yeah.
So that was for me, my glowing up fashion.
I'm going with
Anybody
Miss
stand up?
Deb. Because her wigs be on point in them green screens. I was looking at them. I was like, yes, come through blonde. It was just like laid. I was like, okay, so I'm going Miss Deb.
Okay, even
Laid
the
to
one in the
gods.
gym where she had it in a ponytail. I
Yes.
said, Miss Deb.
I'm like, she just be, who is her hairstylist? Because they be laid in that green screen and her
Chocolate
makeup.
link. Okay.
So I was like, oh, I'm feeling her this episode. So I'm going Miss Deb.
Byron.
What you got?
I know.
All right, y'all. So the person I'm gonna pick isn't really a cast member.
Okay.
Yeah. So when they were in the club at the end with Bow Wow and Pimpin' and them, you remember the girl in the red, the bottle girl
Yes.
that Pimpin' was talking to? Listen, she glowed all the way up in her 49 seconds. Like she glowed all the way up. They was like they hit her angles and everything. I'm like, are you serious? This how y'all gonna get Bow Wow? That ain't even fair. That's cheating. But yeah, she definitely caught my eye.
Okay.
Whatever
She was
your
in the
name
episode, so
Yeah, whatever your name is, Miss Anonymous.
She made it.
hello.
Maybe she's
49.
watching. If you're watching right now, comment your name so we can shout you out next week. Real talk. We'll shout you out right here.
Go ahead. Fans, if y'all know who she is, comment the name so Byron can shout her out,
And shout you out too for giving us the name. Find that woman. Hit that rewind on the DVR.
All right, let's get into a little bit of news and gossip.
AfterBuzz TV News.
You want to kick it off first, Alexis?
Yes. So as we discussed earlier, Jhonni was on the Breakfast Club this week, which was really good, really exciting. Her interview was amazing. So she actually, Angela Yee asked her, was she still working with Deb? And this clip is giving us a little, she answers the question.
Relationship with Deb now, because like you said, she did do a lot for you, but then things kind of went left on the show.
I'm a forever lover. Not if, because that means you failed automatically, but when I get up there and be successful, she didn't ask me for a check. It just, in me, I feel like I owe her like something. Because when I was on them drugs and I had to go to the hospital from a class, pulling my IV out and running, that lady was right there. When my mom couldn't be because she was sick at that time. So this lady, when I moved from Detroit down here and she got me at Detroit, I was homeless in Detroit too, pulled me in Atlanta, let me stay at the bottom basement of her mansion. Like, this lady has done a lot. Clothes, everything. So
How come you don't speak anymore?
we just, how business, nothing about, and I don't want nobody to think that it's about money. It's that she's never stole from me, so I can't sit here and be like, oh, she never did that to me. It's more of just you outgrow each other. She became like a second mom, and sometimes when you have like a mom figure and you have personal issues, then you get on those, and that can be irritating at times. So we just decided to go our separate way. But she's never done nothing bad to me. You know what I mean? She got me on this show, and that helps. I ain't dancing no more. So.
Are you already going to be on the next?
There we have it.
Nice.
So it makes me sad that they don't talk anymore, though.
Yeah. Wow.
And it's funny, like what y'all said too. Like it's different when like she actually is like a mother figure to you, and like we said, family issues are the worst.
Yeah.
So I feel like business and personal was a little bit too intertwined to where they just had to break that free.
Yeah.
And I feel like they both have a lot of love for each other. Like Deb has unconditional love for Johnny. Period. So hearing Johnny say this, that they have love for each
Yeah.
other, because Deb's not going to stop loving Johnny, and vice
no.
versa.
Very
And like
true.
one thing I like about Johnny is she's very sincere with her emotions and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So like whatever Johnny is feeling, you're gonna know that this is really what she's feeling, or what she's saying is like, okay, this is really how she feel about it. So I do respect that. She's not somebody who's gonna come up there and just like lie or just like spit blasphemy about people and stuff. She's gonna say stuff from the heart, whether she's right or wrong. She's gonna like give you both sides of it.
That's very true. Oh, Johnny. I love them.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of love again, so it looks like on Twitter, you guys have been reaching out, and the rumor is Little Bow Wow's girlfriend, Kiyomi, who we know, confirmed she did leave him for young M.A. and has no regrets.
Wow.
So that's the rumor that's going on. Young M.A. is pulling him left and right,
Wow.
trying to see
She-
about
she's
that
getting them all.
Fashion Nova,
Wow.
So, I mean, how are we feeling about that?
I didn't know she left him. Okay.
I didn't know that
That's
either.
what I'm going to say.
I wanna
But it's
see
funny
that come
'cause-
in.
it's funny because Young and May can stay relevant by doing nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah.
She can stay low key.
She really
it's
can.
like she's like a hot camaraderie. People want to be with her.
She's a
And she's
pretty
chill.
girl, though.
She is.
And
She's
she,
a really
and she
pretty
can
girl.
rap. And she knows
She can rap,
I don't
yeah.
know why she's not included in these female rapper conversations. She can rap. Like she can rap.
Wow. Kiyomi went on to the other side.
Hey, she
Okay,
winning.
You go, girl.
I'm not even mad. Like
I'm
she's
not mad at
winning.
her. Go,
She
girl.
doing what she got to do. And still speaking of Kiyomi, so she got into it with, Mazika can read like nobody's business. So Mazika tweeted out saying, when you minding your business and you never heard of a B word, but she's so insecure and jealous of you that she talks about you 25/8 and tells Bow Wow's goofy ass he can't film with you, and she's too scared to film with you too. But you're in Atlanta the whole summer and production asked you two to talk about it. Oh, hashtag fix it. Then Kiyomi writes back, you better keep it cute for Shad Moss. Tell you the real reason he entertains you. Laughing face emoji. You go on the whole show talking about me, nobody, insecure. You have nothing I want or need in life. Act your age is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Then that just sets up the whole thing for a Twitter war. So Mazika writes back and says, at Shad Moss, you better put your dogs on a leash. Insecure clout chasing Insta stripper wants to come up as B word. Look at me, mama. I'm finally on TV as B word, but you don't own a car or a studio apartment as B word. Let's use Mazika to get famous as B word. Yeast hoes.
Why she call her yeasty though?
She is
Why she call her yeasty?
So Kiyomi wrote back and said, LMAO, it's crazy that the N-word who was pillow talking with me about the next B word is now pillow talking about the next B word about me. Ooh, child.
Do you think that's from the yeasty comment? Because why would she go straight from like going at her to saying, oh, it's crazy how somebody was pillow talking with me about her is pillow talk. Like, I feel like he must have said something to Masika that offended her, and I feel like it's the yeasty thing. Because she threw that in. She threw that in there at the end.
Maybe.
And because here's the thing. Kiyomi didn't really clap back at the end right there. She's like, oh, well, it's funny how the person who was pillow talking with me is now pillow talking with you. Like, she was salty when she said that. That's like a salty response. I didn't clap back. Hopefully it ain't the yeasty comment. So let me leave it alone.
I'm having flashbacks back to Love and Hip Hop when Ray J and Tierra with the whole told the new girlfriend about the yeast problems. I wouldn't be surprised.
Because she shift. Like, is it just me or did y'all see that? Like, she went from like going at her to like, oh, well, it's funny how someone who was pillow talking with me is now pillow talking with you.
So that must have like, pulled her string.
She said something. Exactly. She said something in there that got her the wrong way. Something.
Or maybe all of it. That she didn't have an apartment. Maybe all of it.
Oh,
true.
Right.
There is that too.
She said a whole bunch in that little tweet.
She did.
But
So
I feel
all
like
of
they
it.
all got a little bit of it. They making those those WeTV checks.
Yeah.
That's true.
So she can afford an apartment.
Now, but she probably didn't have one before them WeTV checks. Them modern now girls don't make that much money.
That's what I'm saying.
So let's just say it's not the yeast. Let's just say it was the apartment.
Something in there was pillow talk worthy that she didn't shed from Bow Wow and Kiyomi. Now Masika knows. So it must have been something that was personal.
Masika is the wrong person to know. Like I said, she's playing chess, not checkers.
She sure is.
And she tell all your business if you make
all of it, right? And my whole thing is, I hope Bow Wow's not really telling Masika stuff about Kiyomi. Like, that's dirty.
You can't.
Don't do it, Bow.
Don't do your girl like that.
Exactly.
Even if y'all not together no more, like, you should never do that to, an ex. I think
But at the
that's
same
wrong.
time, Kiyomi says she has no regrets for being with Young M.A. So Young M.A. probably don't be pillow talking like that.
That's probably true. Yeah, because you don't really hear anything about Young M.A.'s, like, past girlfriend.
Nothing. She don't say nothing. But she's really low key.
That's true.
Super low key,
Right?
but relevant still. I need to adopt her lifestyle. I don't know how she be doing it.
Yeah.
I know.
I mean, I'm just, wow. Okay, Kiyomi girl.
I know.
Bow Wow's lost.
Ooh, Bow Wow's lost.
See, I don't think he considers them losses anymore because like he said, and they even showed the slideshow, all the women that he's been with and everything is like, there's more. Just like the girls in the VIP, I've had a crush on you for the longest. Can I take a picture? It's like, it's really that easy, bro.
But once they get with him, they're not going to want to be with him if he has those, his ways.
Yeah, that's what I think.
That's
too.
just lust. That ain't,
It's just clout. They just want the clout.
They in love with Bow Wow, not Shad. You
Yeah.
know?
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah, you did that.
Yeah.
Anyways, we are in love with you guys out there, these AfterBuzz TV fans. So we appreciate you guys rating us on iTunes and, of course, giving us those 5 stars. Please leave those comments down below on our YouTube page. And we are on Spotify. Yep. So even if you're on Spotify, you can still listen to us in SoundCloud. So look at us stepping it up. I am one of your hosts here, Howard III. You can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Howard III. And, of course, my website, howardthird.com. I also do an after show for Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Yes, Kim and M. On Sundays at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So stay tuned for that one. Alexis.
I'm Alexus Mozell, and you can find me at Madam_Mozell on all social networks.
My name is Byron K. You can find me everywhere in the world and online at Hero from the 90s.
Yeah, so we will see you all next Thursday. See you later.
Our founder, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.